everybody, so today I'm going to be doing more of a mini revision review as opposed to a full review. So some of you might remember that a couple of months ago in early November I had reviewed the Aida underbust corset made by Vollers, and after they saw that review they asked if they could basically make some changes to the corset, make some improvements, and see how I liked it. So I sent my old Aida corset back to them and I got this one as a sample to review this time around to show you the differences. And I'm pretty pleased with the changes that they had made, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the differences between this one and the last one, but it's not going to be a full-blown review, so it's probably going to be a little bit shorter. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the silhouette again. There's not too much change to the silhouette. It's still their standard size, so it's about 28 in the underbust, 24 in the waist, and about 29-30 in the hips, which is why I can't close it fully in the back because my hips are closer to 32 or 33. It's still 9 inches in the front, 9 inches in the back. However, I do consider this to be more of a cincher because it's only 7 inches on the side seam. It's cut up high over the iliac crest, as you can see here. But once again, they do have a made to measure service if you want it to fit perfectly, so you might be able to get it a little bit curvier than this. It just costs 25% more than the original price of any corset on their website. Okay, so here's the Aida cincher, and the materials are pretty much the same. It's just ivory, satin, and then the ivory twill underneath here. As you can see, the construction is basically the same. It still has the internal boning channels, although I did notice that the boning channels here have a herringbone weave, so that it actually is probably coutil that they're using for these boning channels instead of twill. So I can't remember if I looked that closely at the old boning channels, but if they did switch from twill to coutil, then that's actually kind of really nice of them. The general construction is still the same. For the embellishment at the front here, you can see that they got rid of that little bow at the bottom, and I actually like it better this way. I think it looks a lot more streamlined without the little bow there, but you still have the really nice crisscross decorative lacing action in the front there. And this is still a 13 panel pattern and everything. Now on the inside, exposed here, you can see that they have added a waist tape. Their old version didn't have a waist tape, so this is an improvement. It's a partial waist tape, so it doesn't go through the entire corset, but at least it's supporting some of the panels, which is important. Also in the center front here, I'm not sure if you can see it, probably the outline underneath the twill, they added a 1 inch wide flat steel bone here. It's heavy duty, so that's probably one of my favorite improvements that they made in this corset. It helps the center front stay nice and flat. They have also added 2 steel bones in the placket underneath the zipper. So now, remember when I said in the first Aida corset there was no bone there at all, it was not supported. Now it is, and so I feel that the zipper is a bit more sturdy. Like, I'm not so afraid that the zipper is going to come apart eventually from tension. And also, when I'm wearing this corset, now that there are steel bones underneath the zipper, I have more of a symmetric silhouette between the left side and the right side because the zipper isn't sort of collapsing on my body there. So it actually has 2 steel bones underneath there. It's still mostly single boned on the seams here, but now with the bone in the center front and the bone in the placket here, it has a total of 16 bones, which I think it feels a lot more sturdy on the body this way. The zipper here is still metal. It's still the Riri brand, and it seems to be holding up fine for me. And the eyelets here, you can see they're still eyelets. They're still basically the one piece. So you can see that they're still one piece. They still have the little perforations so that when they're pressed in, they splay out and grab the back of the materials here. So I did discuss this with Vollers, and they said that they have not had a problem with these eyelets. They're heavy duty eyelets that are like almost combat boot quality eyelets. So they should not rip out. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini review showing the revisions made to this corset, and I have to thank Vollers for lending me this corset and allowing me to see the differences that they had made. It really shows a good integrity in a company that they are willing to listen to their customers and make changes to make them happier. So thank you guys so much. If you liked this video, please remember to click that like button. It helps support this channel. If you have any comments or questions about the corset or Vollers in general, please feel free to leave a comment or question down below. I will get back to you, or I can forward your questions to Vollers, and I'll see you guys after the weekend for another video. Bye.